I definitely want to hear what this, I want to hear the framework. Okay. I want you to get as detailed as you possibly can. All right. I know you have a course. I know you have a boot camp. You have all these things, but I want to always provide value to the audience as much as possible, because let's face it, from my experience, insurance agents, at least for public adjusters, but I know roofers have somewhat of the same reputation sometimes, unfortunately. They're just like, no, why? We don't want to refer a public adjuster. The insurance company is going to handle it, and they're going to be fine. Or we don't want to refer it to a roofer because a roofer is just going to inflate their estimate and just demand supplements left and right, and they're not going to do what they're supposed to do ethically and blah, 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 blah. So from my experience, and I'm sure a lot of the people in the audience, their experience with insurance agents, what is the framework? How is it that because this is a conversation again that we had and you sold me. What is it how do you approach an agent to try to convince him of your services, to try to sell him on the idea that, it is actually advantageous both to the customer and to you to use our services throughout the claims process?
Yeah. So first of all, I'll give the caveat that Florida is more adversarial than anywhere else that I've encountered.
Interesting.
And so I would say our process, any process of working well together, is going to be more difficult in Florida than anywhere else that I've seen.
That's okay. We have tougher skin.
That's okay. Yeah. And I mean, there's still tons of opportunity there. But that's what I've seen. And, what we've seen our program successful in small markets, big markets, north, south, storm markets, not so much, all good. Florida is just, how it is. It's, everybody's armed up, and it just keeps escalating. So, it's hard to say how to fix that, but
honestly, we just keep grinding. That's all we do. I mean, it is what it is. We've got a special session actually coming this week. We're going to see how some of these things go, but ultimately, you got Georgia, you got Louisiana, you got a lot of other states that are actually much more difficult than even Florida with the insurance claims process.
Yeah. So, in any case, really what it comes down to is creating a situation where everybody wins, like you said, where it benefits us, it benefits the customer, it benefits that insurance agent. I would say it maybe doesn't benefit the carrier in that they're going to be paying us properly, whereas somebody else they may be underpaying.
Right.
And I'm totally okay with that, because I think that's a just outcome. So you have to show that agent the benefits to them, and the benefits, of course, they're going to want you to do right by their client and do quality work and have good customer service for that customer. So they're not hearing about it. You referred this contractor and now they ghosted you or whatever. They need to, probably one of the biggest things is they need to be able to trust you. Right. And that's one of the toughest things there is they don't want to hand their customer over to a contractor or a public adjuster and then find out, okay, they're doing something different than what I expected. And the way that we handle that, honestly, is by volunteering transparency and going right out of the gate and saying, hey, when you refer a customer to me, we're going to be an open book and show you exactly what we're doing every step of the process. We're going to show you what our inspection file. So you get to see the hundreds of photos that we're taking, because I can back up what I'm doing and why I'm doing it with photo documentation. And you can include, of course, your code documentation and all that sort of stuff to go along with it. But you have to, of course, be able to justify what you're doing. You have to be able to back it up. And not be doing shady things, right? You have to be trustworthy in order to effectively prove that you are trustworthy.